So here's the situation that stirred up controversy. U.S. Vice President JD Vance went on Fox News and quoted a Christian concept called Ordo Amoris, Latin for order of love. His interpretation: that Christian teaching tells us to love in a specific order. First your family, then your neighbors, then your country, and then the rest of the world. Welcome back to Rapid Media Channel. JD Vance used that idea to justify prioritizing American citizens over migrants and asylum seekers. But this take didn't go unchallenged. In fact, the newly elected Pope, Leo XIV, the first American-born pope, immediately pushed back. Just days into his papacy, he shared an article titled, "JD Vance is wrong. Jesus doesn't ask us to rank our love for others." The message was clear. Christianity, in his view, doesn't teach us to limit love or compassion based on national borders or political categories. If you're using religion to justify exclusion, you're misusing your faith. This isn't even the first time JD Vance has clashed with the Vatican. Pope Francis, before his passing, had also warned against using religion to support harsh immigration policies. He taught that Christian love is universal. It extends to the stranger, the outsider, and even the so-called enemy. Now let's look at this from an Islamic perspective. Islam also emphasizes compassion and justice for all people, especially those in need. In the Qur'an, Surah An-Nisa 4:36 commands believers to do good to parents, relatives, orphans, the needy, the near neighbor, the distant neighbor, the companion at your side, the traveler, and those whom your right hands possess. That's not a ranked list of who you should love more. It's a call to universal compassion and responsibility. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." Scholars agree that brother here doesn't just mean your blood brother or a fellow Muslim. It means any fellow human being. Another famous hadith says, "He is not a believer who sleeps full while his neighbor goes hungry." And again, neighbor includes anyone nearby, regardless of background or belief. Even more directly, the Qur'an in Surah At-Tawbah 9:6 instructs Muslims to offer safety and hospitality even to non-believers who seek protection. That's a clear teaching on welcoming the vulnerable, not turning them away. So both Christianity and Islam share a common message. Love isn't supposed to be conditional or restricted by nationality. It's supposed to be expansive, inclusive, and rooted in mercy. That's why JD Vance's interpretation has sparked backlash, not just because of politics, but because it contradicts the core of what these faiths teach about how we treat others. At the heart of this debate is a critical question. Do we use religion to justify drawing lines between people, or do we use it to tear those lines down? Both Christianity and Islam stress that love is not something to hoard or rank. It's something to give freely. Leaders who use theology to limit love rather than expand it risk turning sacred teachings into tools of division. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, or simply a person of conscience, the message is the same. True faith doesn't build walls, it builds bridges. And maybe that's the lesson all of us, especially our leaders, need to hear right now.